What is up, everybody? Video Addict here, and I've got Battlbox. This month is, as most people probably already know, it's been delayed. It's whatever. Everybody say hello to Jay. Jay's here. We're gonna go do some hog hunting here in a little bit, but I wanted to get outdoors to do this unboxing. Plus, I got my target set up over here, and we're gonna shoot this breakdown bow that's supposedly in here, which is why I wore my Bow Life t-shirt today. I'm excited to see what that thing's all about, so let's get into it. I would choose a t-shirt on a chilly day, so I wanted to wear the shirt because of the bow. So right now I'm gonna change. All right, there you go. Boom. I am once again warm and cozy. Jay didn't look, he turned around. All right, anyway, again, I just got my new little Kershaw fraction. Oh, I love it. Desert tan.
Oh, is that the one that you...
That's the one that I messed up the blade.
Okay.
And they had it at Walmart for $24.95.
Oh, nice.
And it's regular. Whenever I got it the first time, it was regular like a $70 knife. But it's been steadily dropping, you know, the older they get.
Yeah.
And everywhere online I found was like $35 to $40. So $24.95, done. Sharp knife, boy. All right, some people had some destroyed boxes. Mine looks good, so got a couple little nicks. Also, they did drop in some like special stuff during their little live feed. They showed them sticking extra stuff in people's boxes. I would really like some extra stuff. That way I get to keep something.
Oh, that's right. You can't keep the breakdown bow.
I can't keep it. And I really want the breakdown bow. I don't know why, because I got a bow, but the breakdown bow would be cool to have to throw into a bug out bag or something like that. But there is like a $400 or $600 knife in one of these.
Dang.
I don't know what made it so special, but
In this one? Or...
in one, he like did a live feed where he just went and grabbed stuff off the shelves and stuffed it in certain people's boxes.
I got you.
And it's only in the Pro Plus box. So one was like a fire kit and an Olight, one was a fire kit and something else, and then one was a fire kit and this freaking pimp knife that was like supposedly like $400 or $600.
Yeah.
All right, give me extra stuff. Uh-oh, don't see it, don't see anything. Nothing extra, I don't think. No, I didn't get any extra stuff. Dang it. Anyway, Mission 49, they calling this Back to Basics. Here is your card. This is a little bit of a different box in that some of it, there's been mixed reviews all around. For the most part, I think it's going to be a great box. I'm pretty excited to try it out. All right, first thing in the box in your basic level is going to be the Be Smart Get Prepared First Aid Kit. All right, Doc P was not a fan to begin with, but he ended up liking it a little bit in the end because this thing has a lot of stuff in it. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I'm just going to show you. I like the bag. I don't want to just take it out and try and shove all this stuff back in here. I'll get you the basics of it. Okay, first off, I like the bag. You know, it's what it is. It keeps everything in here together. It seems like there is extra room into it, so you can put extra stuff. Now, inside, I don't need to show you bandages and band-aids. That's what's in the bag. All right, I'm gonna scan this and it has a list of everything that's in it, and I'll put that right here. All right, very cool little bag. All kinds of stuff. There's like ice pack, gauze pads, ointments, and all that stuff. Not gonna go through it all because I don't want to. I like it because I need first aid stuff, and I'm gonna send it to somebody out there. Next up is gonna be the Zippo Typhoon matches and holding case. Now this thing has the little O-rings on it to help keep it watertight, and the matches burn very hot and you can't blow them out. I mean, they're like trick candles. They just last forever. Here they are. I don't want to open this up because you kind of get the point. If you've seen them before, you get it. Zippo makes good fire stuff, so
I like these.
yeah. I'd like those too. I'd like all of it. I like stuff, but I like giving it away too. All right, next up in the basic is gonna be your Lord and Field notes, leather notepad. I'm not really a huge fan of getting this kind of stuff, but
That's a good looking one though.
this is impressive as far as a field notebook goes, because the notebook itself is replaceable. It's whatever, what have you. This, you could use this thing as a wallet. This is good leather. I mean, it's good leather. And you got little pockets here that you can stick business cards in, credit cards if you wanted to use it as a wallet. And you can interchange out the notebook. It's just grid paper in here. You can draw stuff, you can write down notes, whatever you feel necessary. Nothing fancy about the notebook itself.
But that's cool though.
It is cool. I do
like
like.
you said, you can interchange it and you can use that other thing for a lot.
Yeah,
of stuff.
you can put a different kind of notebook in here. This seems like just a real basic notebook, but
Seems like you're almost paying for the leather rather than the.
you are. I mean,
which is good.
And they're giving this a $27.99 value. It kind of reminds me, and it actually probably would be really nice for my passport, like a passport notebook,
Oh, yeah.
a passport carrier. Them things are not cheap. Not even whenever you go to Wilson's Leather, you know, like discount leather place. Even there, they're still like 20 some odd dollars. So it looks perfect size for a passport. I would have to try it just to see. My passport's at the house. I've got a passport thing, but this seems like it'd be about the right size. But I really like that. Yeah. All right. Last but not least in the basic, and this is just a filler item. I'm not really, I don't like pumpkin seeds, but it's just a little food item. They're giving this thing a $2.39 value. I'm not gonna pay $2.39 for any little bag of sweet Texas barbecue pumpkin seeds.
We might be out there for a little while tonight.
That may or may not be in your box that you get. But, you know, I get it, but it's just a filler item. So, it is what it is. Take it for that. Real quick, before we get any further, we have something here from Zippo. You can get 10% off their hand warmers or their rechargeable hand warmers, the electronic ones. So use this promo code at checkout, Warm Moment, and save yourself some cash. I actually have a couple of those Zippo hand warmers. I have not tried them out yet. I went to try them out, but in Louisiana it got warm and then cold. It's just, you can never plan for the weather here. So it is what it is. All right. Next up is your advanced level. Next up is your advanced level. Now, in your advanced level, you're going to be getting one item. It's kind of how you look at it. I think it's a great item because I really need something like this, because you might actually get a used bubby in your box because it's cold today. It's a little chilly. The wind is blowing.
Is that a whoopee?
It's a whoopee.
Oh.
But they call it a bubby. but it's like a military whoopee.
Yeah, Black Rifle started making some of those with their branding on it.
Yeah. Dude, I love them Black Rifle, them camouflage jackets they're wearing.
It's a whoopee jacket.
But they don't, yeah, I know, but
yeah,
they don't make them in my size.
Oh, that's
They only make 2Xs. Word to all the manufacturers out there, if by chance you watch my small ass little channel, please make some 3X. For the love of God, I could probably keep Badlands in business just on the 3X purchases. Anyway, I do like this has its own little carrying package, whatever you want to call it. And I really wanted one of these too. They had one of these in an Alpha Outpost, which was a, what's that damn t-shirt company where they make the
Grunt style?
Grunt style. They had a Grunt style whoopee in one of their boxes, which I found, it was their wilderness box, and I really hated that I missed that box. But this is also a sleeping bag liner. It is as tall as I am, but there's no way I'm fitting my big ass in it. That thing, I will not fit in this thing. Jay would, but I wouldn't. But it's very nice.
I like that.
As somebody pointed out in their review, they tried to make it all look military style and put this little green tag. Like, Jay's even laughing about it because he knows. But it doesn't have any of the stuff that a military tag would have on it. So, good try, but it's a great little blanket, though. I would like it, but I'm not too upset about it since I know I won't fit inside of it just by looking at it.
Would you fit in the Alpha Outpost one?
I don't know. I don't know what I'd fit in. I don't even remember how this thing was folded up.
Yeah, I'll fold it up. I'm going to roll it.
Yeah. Anyway, that is your Battle Tack bubby. You can say what you want to about the price. It is Battle Tack brand, so you won't find it cheaper because it is sold by Battlebox.
How much is it?
$39.99. What do you think about that price?
It's not bad. I mean,
yeah,
basically a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For
more or less, it is a sleeping bag. It's just a light sleeping bag.
Yeah, it's super light.
So, I like it. Take it for what it is. I believe you paid an extra $25 or so for it. Sometimes that's the one thing I do have the problem with. Is like you pay $25 and you only get like a $39, so you only really got $15 in extra value.
Yeah. And you kind of want when you're doing that, you probably want like 1 or 2 items.
Yeah.
Not just
I usually like to have at least 2 items in the advanced and the pro, but I mean I get the Pro Plus only having 1 item because it's a knife of the month and it's usually a valuable one. But it is what it is. I do like the item. All right. Next up is your pro level. Now, that is going to be your Rascal Survive 55-inch takedown bow, the first release. This is what held up the box for so long. They had to get however many Pro Plus members they have, a couple thousand, whatever it is. But I've been wanting to try one of these. I see them in the SHTF magazines all the time, and I just want one. So Jay, make sure that you enter the giveaway for this. That way, if we win it, if you win, then it's legit. You can't be with me on this one. All right. So this is really cool too because there's no screws or bolts or anything like that. It's all done off of tension.
Scary.
Yes, it is scary, but it's also kind of cool. Some people, I hope it don't rain.
I'm telling you, it doesn't say anything, but man, it winds up. It does have like 17-mile-an-hour winds all night, so we might not see that. Yeah.
So some people were talking about the fletchings being bent on these. They even did a video to kind of tell you just use something with heat and these will straighten out. You can use like a heat gun or a lighter or just stick them in some boiling water, and it will help with that whole situation. But you did get arrows. Very compact. I like it. Cool. Now this is the trick part. We're gonna try this.
You can change the tip tail too.
Yeah.
You can put a broadhead on there.
Yeah, you can.
Get it down there.
All right. So these things basically just slide into there. They just slide in, and then they brace against that, and that's it. Now, how am I going to get this thing to bend? That's a whole nother question.
Can I show you?
Well, I mean, I know how to do it, but I'm trying to keep them from falling apart.
You put them on the ground?
You stand in the middle of them.
Yeah, I struck a recurve before. So
oh, I have too.
Okay.
Have you done it without one? Yeah, you can do it.
I know. What do you want me to hold something while you put the string on?
They're just gonna. It's gonna. I was just worried about falling apart.
Yeah, I got you.
I did take an archery class in college, and they taught us how to do a recurve bow.
I got you.
And then, ooh, I got a string.
Oop, yep.
Okay, what do you want to?
That's you.
I'm gonna let you do it, boss man. Look at him go, people. I have a string that's a little bit loose there. I don't know what that's about, but the rest of the other end of nothing's broken. There's not another piece of it anywhere.
That's scary though.
That is scary. I don't like that.
I probably see you.
I think maybe this might be a part of this wrap. That just they didn't end it right or something.
Oh yeah.
Kind of looks maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. Because there's no other part. I mean, you figure if it broke there, it'd be another wavy part down there.
Right. Okay, so you did get. Here, hold this a second. I do kind of like the feel of it though.
Yeah.
Now it's only a 30-inch draw, so my draw is 32. So we may let Jay try this one out. I mean, I can shoot it. I just can't do a full pull on it.
No, I'll shoot it. I don't care.
Just shoot it the bag. It's only a few feet away.
Like that?
Yeah, put it in that little rest. Yeah, like that. I guess that's how it goes. Or maybe it goes like that. I don't know. I don't know what that thing is. Here, let's read the directions.
Hey, there's a good idea.
I'll do it.
No, I'll do it. I don't care. That was not great.
My turn. I want to try it.
Well, it slid over to that crease,
it did,
and then it went all cattywampus.
Cat falls down in that little groove.
Aim low.
Over.
Yeah.
That sucker definitely goes up. You see where it went?
It went in the dirt. Like I think it went under the grass.
And maybe just rest it on my hand. I do not like this little thing. I'm thinking it hurts whenever the fletchings hit your hand. This is probably something you definitely need to try multiple practices with. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I think
just shoot sideways.
Well, I think that's how you're supposed to do it. I guess.
I've seen a lot of people whenever they do shoot them, they are kind of angled. They are kind of turned sideways.
Yeah.
Like even Curran, whenever he did his video of it, he shot it like from over here, like this.
Better.
Yeah. It still does kind of nick your hand a little bit.
Well, I wonder if we put this little safety thing on there, if that's like it wedges, like the arrow wedges between here and here. It doesn't have a chance to jump up on here.
That might be it. Let me see. Finding the right place to place your arrow on that string though is a little tricky. Yeah, I didn't nick my finger that time. Probably right where I was. Yeah, there you go.
The penetration wasn't there.
The penetration was not there. It stopped it. So we just made an animal mad. Oh, you hit this. Look, you hit this. You drilled it into the bag though. You just went into a thicker canvas strap. Uh-oh, I broke the arrow.
Broke the arrow?
Yeah. I guess it broke the glue on the arrow. This little part that's glued into the shaft over here. It's now spinning like it's not tightening down. The glue's snapped. But I could probably put some more glue on it.
That's scary. Yeah, definitely need practice.
See, I think that if you don't get that thing just right, it's going to pop it up. That's why it keeps popping it up like that.
That gone over.
All right, I'm shooting the broke arrow, so look out.
Can you unscrew it or is it locked?
You can probably, I don't know, it's probably locked. Looks okay.
Don't pull it back too far. Yeah. Hence the, you know, it's kind of ironic that they actually gave you a first aid kit and a bow.
It's very true. You got, I think the problem is that we're used to shooting the other style bows, so you don't realize you pretty much have to line up your eye behind the arrow. Like you got to get your eye like behind the arrow. That's how I kept mine from going up, I think, or up, not up so much.
Okay, well let me ask you this: it's got a 32-inch draw length, but it
A 30-inch.
30-inch draw length. That's not a 30-inch arrow.
No.
So I wonder.
It's probably like 28. Even still. Basically, what we just kind of filled in for you, it's going to take some practice because you got to get used to it. We did not have a screwdriver to tighten this part down, so everything being what it is, you know, we weren't completely prepared. But I like it. I think it's fun to mess with, and in a pinch, maybe you could kill an animal if you got good enough with it and you had some regular broadheads. But I do like how simple it is. It's all put together with tension and one screw. So really you just need just a little multi-tool, something.
I can see that being real useful for bow fishing because you don't take a lot of penetration.
Bow fishing probably.
Yeah, for survival type.
I would think bow fishing, maybe squirrel, armadillo. Like if you were out there trying to survive, and you were willing to eat armadillo or a raccoon or whatever, this would probably be something that would get it done for you. Very cool item. I like it. It was fun to play with, so that was really neat. So, all right, moving on. Last but not least, the Knife of the Month Pro Plus Club.
I saw that box and I was like, ooh.
Every time, if it says Bastion on it, we get excited. And I'm really excited about this one. I do have one worry about it, but it's not really a worry as much as it is just kind of like a, dang it. So, let's get into it. This is the Bastion Gear Baron. First release. Sandmide Damascus steel, carbon fiber scales, solid brass bolster, $119 value. And there it is. I wish that Let me clean this up a little bit. It's gonna hold my fingerprints, that brass. But that is a pretty knife. That brass is freaking shiny. That's gonna age really well. There's your Damascus blade. It's very nice. Got a nice design on this one. Now, what I have heard from other reviewers as far as the Sanmai is basically they take a piece of steel and then they fold the Damascus on each side and then they make your knife. And you can kind of see that on the spline of the knife here. I hope you can see that, where it's got like that two-tone. It looks like it's got something in between it. You can kind of see that. I love the knife. I think the knife is just a beautiful knife. Here's the other side of it. It's going to be a liner lock, perfectly centered, as every Bastion probably is. You're looking at a tip-up carry, and it's just straight. It's not really a good thumb stud or anything on it, but man. And just like the other review that I saw, it's not very sharp. It needs to be finished. But here was my like, oh man moment. This is a collector's piece. I mean, this is something that you'd put up. I mean, yeah, you want to carry it and it's cool and you may just do that, but it's such a pretty knife and such a well made knife. It's not too heavy. It's just really nice. What do you think?
It's nice. It's probably what they call a gentleman's carry.
Yeah.
If you were going to a like an event and wanted to carry a nice knife and you thought you were going out, this is what you would take.
Yeah.
It's not real sharp though.
It's a very, very nice looking knife.
Nice.
But I don't have any Damascus knives, so I still don't actually.
Yeah, true.
The jimping is pretty cool on it. I like the Bastion just in general. Everything's nice about it. Like I said, just quality manufacturing.
It's a gentleman's carry, and we're not really gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm not a gentleman enough for this knife. But hey, you know what? I like the box. I like the little breakdown bow. You know, it's something that you can throw in a pack and in a bind, which is what a lot of this that we are buying is. It is a worst case scenario in a pinch, bug out, get away, get out bag. You know, it's going to be a great thing to have with you.
You're not cutting a stick in a shoestring.
Yeah, you're not cutting a stick and finding bind or whatever the hell you would use. I don't know what they use in those days. But, you know, it gets the job done if you practice enough and figure it out. All right, that's it. That's all I got for you. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you didn't in the comments below. Like, share, comment, all that fun stuff. And subscribe. I'm out.
Bye.
I forgot. No tension.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about that too. Do you like that?
Huh?
Do you really like that?
I think it's neat.
Yeah, it's definitely neat. It doesn't have the ass I thought it would have. I thought
It has no ass.
Yeah.
But it's for small game. Put that back in my bag. I don't know, man. I think it'd be cool to have, and I'd never go out and pay $79 for it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, that's a no. Because you can buy them cheap.
I just wonder if, say, with the penetration that had at this range, if you'd be better off just chunking a spear.
Probably.
Do you want to put these in the box?
No, you can take them if you want. I was telling them, like, there's no pumpkin seeds, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I was kind of curious about the Texas barbecue. I don't like pumpkin seeds, though, typically, and most of the stuff that I didn't remember
No, these are not fantastic.
that. They're not. Sorry. I'll be like your daughter at lunch today. Go! Feed the deer!
I don't feel good.
Dude, that's so nasty.
It's not good.
That is not good at all.
You know what's worse? My stomach churning in about 2 hours.